Mm.
Okay, so I have a conversation topic for this episode, and it's gonna be weird. All right, so here's the thing. I don't know how many of y'all have seen the movie God, the 2009 movie, 2000 like the 2000 movie Godzilla. All that I know, all that I am, all that I hope to be, I owe to her. Um, but in that movie, I learned a very interesting fact about animals, and that ooh, that's weird. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
And that is.
And that oh. Okay. Clearly, I'm supposed to do the thing I was doing beforehand. In a single sex environment, amphibians have been known to switch spontaneously change sexes. Like a male or a female will. Oh, fuck. A
Isn't that
female.
what led to the downfall in Jurassic Park?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because the missing pieces of DNA, they used amphibian DNA or whatever.
Right. Cause my stupid ass almost did the wrong thing. Y'all saw what happened. Y'all know y'all saw it. I know y'all saw me do good. Oh.
I mean, I didn't see shit. But
What the fuck? Okay. Was that the right? That's not the right word. Okay, then. Fine. So here's the dumbass question I have. What the fuck? Here's my dumbass question. In an environment in which amphibians have to change sexes, right?
mm-hmm.
Who the fuck decides who changes?
I mean, I don't think it's like a conscious decision. I think it's more or less like a biological thing that just happens.
Yeah, but somebody would have to like one of them would have to be like, oh hey, like let's put it this. Yeah, I figured that much, but I didn't know what to do. But what I'm saying is, like, okay, so it's
Like, what
biological.
decides what it
Yeah,
happens?
like one of them
I'm
has
guessing
to.
it's like something like. You know what? I'll Google it. But my assumption is like chemicals get released that one of them needs to mate, and the other one's like, well, we can't make this work. I better do something about that.
Right, but how? But why wouldn't both of them think the same thing? Like think the same thing though.
I don't know.
Okay, clearly I am doing this wrong, but I don't know how I'm doing it wrong. So I have to, like, I want to believe like the objective is go faster, but I could be very wrong about that. I wouldn't. Thank you, you fuck. Okay, so just don't do that. All right, I got it. It's cool. Like I got it. Okay. So like that was because we have a lot of frogs. I think we talked about this. We have a lot of frogs outside our house, and like it just made me like think like, okay, god damn, that was an accident. That was an actual accident. I just slipped the fuck off. It's like one of the two has to be like, all right, cool. I'll be the girl. Because you know the weird thing is if they had chosen a palindrome, like it wouldn't have to
A
do that.
palindrome, you said.
Because I wouldn't. Because I guess what I'm getting at is I wouldn't want to be the one to have to change, because that's just me. Because I'm pretty sure because like amphibians, if I'm not mistaken, aren't like mammals. If I'm not mistaken, like dogs like fuck because they want to fuck. You know what I mean? Like gorillas have sex because they feel like fucking. But I don't think other animals do that. As we're gorged on everything, everyone and everything I love, I try to stay strong and carry on. Stay strong, carry on.
I will say I found out that clownfish also do this apparently. Like they will change sex by looking into this. Lizards do it based on, uh, or certain types of lizards do it based on temperature. But I cannot find the specific thing that makes frogs change their gender.
This is the part where like if there was like an actual audience, they like this is the part where you decide how you would deal with this. Fuck. It's like in that situation, like 'cause I feel like there are a lot of I feel like the only people out there who are like, oh, it wouldn't matter to me. I would like happily change. It's like, yeah, because you're gay. Like that's really like what it comes down to. Like if you're not gay, the idea of being the opposite gender. Like if you're not at all attracted to the same gender, which is being gay, fuck off. Like if you're not in the slightest, the idea of being the opposite gender, even if it means what the fuck, even if it means like saving your species, you're still not gonna be for it, which is weird. It's like the only time in which being gay will, oh my gosh, it's not the game, it's me. Like I'm like it's one of those games where I need to be willing to wait and I ain't.
So apparently another thing that causes frogs to change gender other than just that is mysteriously for some reason that certain types of pesticides and other pollutants in their water can just cause them to randomly
Are you
change
fucking
gender.
serious? So does this mean so does this mean like they have the ability to like release eggs? Like they can like go from releasing eggs to releasing sperm? Really? Like it's so specific. It's so fucking specific. Cause like that's because I don't know how frogs mate. Like I don't know how they like I just don't know.
I mean, they lay eggs, so I assume like they do have the ugly of the bumplings.
Ah, fuck off with your fuckery. This isn't hard. I'm just not doing a good job of the thing I need to be doing. Nailed it.
There's a movie coming out, by the way. Like, and I guess I'll save this for another
No,
episode. But
go ahead and talk
I
about
just
it because
remembered.
I need you to be talking while because like I've been
No,
stuck
we're
here
gonna
for like 3
continue talking
minutes.
about the hermaphrodites of the animal kingdom. So, because I know, as weird as it is to talk about, because it's
So-
unrelated to amphibians in general. The leopard slug is a hermaphrodite.
What the fuck is that?
A leopard slug?
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally just a spotted slug, and this animal, like
Okay,
have I
I
ever
just wanted
shown
to
you
see
the
what would
video of the
happen.
leopard slug?
Probably not. It
Because the
sounds.
way they mate is actually kind of beautiful. Like it's one of those things when you see it, like that's just kind of a magical thing in Animal Kingdom. They will climb up to a very tall tree, and two of them will like
Oh, okay, so I
climb onto the
can't.
same leaf.
Uh-huh.
They
So
will
I
climb onto the same leaf, like whoever listens is listening. But they'll start to wrap themselves around each other, and
I
then
saw I thought it would expand.
their penis vaginas come out of the side of their head
Great.
and continue to wrap around each other. And they just do that, and it looks like this big, like blooming, like
Onion.
translucent, glowing flower
What the
for like
fuck? Okay, yeah, like I was dead before I died. That's stupid.
and then like they do that for a good like while, and then when they're done, their penises go back in their penis vaginas go back
Am
in
I
their head,
am I stupid? I might be
and they
stupid.
unceremoniously just fall to the ground and
The answer is
slither
yes.
off.
I'm stupid.
I wouldn't say you're stupid. You're just ignorant. That's ignorant.
Shut up. You don't get to do that. No, the answer is yes. I'm stupid. So, fuck. Like, cause he's not holding it. Like that's the problem. Like I thought I was holding it the time. Like okay, like I'm dumb. Like that's the answer. Is I'm dumb. I figured it. Like I'm pretty sure. Like I like games like this because like when I figure out a puzzle, like this is like that was one of the reasons. Like what was the fucking name of that game? The Hallways of Horror. Layers of Fear. The reason like that game like ended up not being as fun to me was because it didn't feel like the puzzles got so convoluted and like bananas like toward the end. It didn't have that same like aha like moment because like that's like what I wanted out of that game, and yeah.
Because that's part of the appeal of Phoenix Wright in general. Is like it's very straightforward most of the time. It's just asking you to pay attention and repeat the things you've heard. But sometimes it's like, how do I prove this thing? And then you have that moment where you're like, oh, I remember this thing from
Fucking
like
hell.
forever ago.
Yeah.
And then you feel like you're a smarterson because you
Oh my
remembered
gosh,
something.
this is worse than playing fucking Chicken George and I'm making up words because I'm
Chicken
frustrated.
George.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Oh, I didn't make that up. That's real.
What, Chicken George? What the fuck is Chicken George?
Chicken George is from Roots.
Oh, okay.
He was quite literally just a dude who like raised a slave who raised chickens. I refuse to praise their false beliefs. I will do everything in my power to withstand trial. This trial specifically, as opposed to that trial.
What did the amphibian thing have to do with Godzilla? I can't remember. Gojira.
It was just something that they brought up in the movie. It was just something they brought up.
Because if I'm being honest, the only thing I remember about that movie is their eggs. There being eggs in like the tunnels, and them luring Godzilla with a bunch of fish, and the dude saying, "That's a lot of fish." That's all I remember. Also, that it was Godzilla.
I kind of have to. Like I have to. Like I have to. Yeah.
There was no other choice.
There are other words. Oh shit. No, there really wasn't. Like I didn't feel like it would. I feel like it wouldn't be right if I didn't. There is some kind of trophy related to stuff like this. Because I have to fucking. Hold on. I have to fucking. I have to get all these together for it to count. God damn it.
You do, apparently.
That's a word. Fuck you. But that's totally a word.
I beginning to think you're playing that weird ass Reaper game, but I don't know how that would relate to things. I'm not trying to figure it out, mind you. I'm just like whatever you're playing has to do with words, and that's the only game that came to mind that deals with words. But it's
Reaper?
fun. There was like this weird
Oh,
like
Letter Quest.
yeah
No,
that game.
I'm not. I've played that on the channel. Like I've streamed that. What the fuck am I doing? Huh.
I don't know. What are you doing? But in
Oh,
closing, if you've never seen leopard slugs mating, look that up.
look
It's
that up.
as gross as it sounds. Like just trust me, it's beautiful.
I'm stupid. Ah ha ha! That's hilarious. That's so cute. Is this you sending me the leopard slug video?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. That's adorable. That's super cute, and that makes like that's fun. But no, I have played Letter Quest remastered. It's not fun. Like it's interesting, but it's not fun.
But it is a game. It's more of an iPhone game, but it's a game.
Yeah, that was kind of the issue. It was totally like something you would play on your phone while waiting at a doctor's office. But then they turned it into like a full-fledged fucking game for the PlayStation of all things. Weirdly enough, I think it would look. It's on the Switch, and it totally feels like a game you would play on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, specifically on the touchscreen. But anyway, until next time, y'all. Yeah, frogs switch sexes if there's no one else to. If they can't. If there's no females or in an all male or all female environment, one of them will spontaneously change sexes, and for humans that just sounds weird. But I know there are people out there. I wish I could just like. There are people out there who if they could change sexes, they like switch sexes like they change their drawers. And I think like not being able to do so is like good because we as humans need to learn that there are consequences to our decisions. And we do need to learn to live with our choices. That's what Thanos tried to teach us. I'm out of here. Peace.